Oh, wedding going on in there. So we're on our way home. We have been, a funeral going on over there, I think. Yeah. God, one in, one out. We have picked up some, what is it? What is this? I'll show you. It is this. Wooden... Bits of wood. Oak what though? What would you call it? It's not conduit, is it?
No, it's oak. Angled. Long strips of
angled oak. He's going to make... He's got fly net, mosquito net in the garage. So he's going to make a new mosquito net for the window opposite the bedroom, because since we had the windows painted, they took the nets off that had just been stapled to the frame at the back, and they've not been replaced. And when it's been hot, or when, like it has been the last couple of days, it's sort of cooled down, and it's nice to have the window open opposite the bedroom and the bedroom door open and letting an airflow, and we've not been able to do that because of the risk of letting mozzies in. So he's going to make a friction fit, he says it will be. Just sent the microphones back. They were the wrong microphones, and I am thinking about whether to order more. So chickens, last night I put a poultice on the leg of the cuckoo marron. I'm going to insert photos around about this point to show you what I did. And we wormed the 3 new chickens. And Mrs. Brahma, yesterday evening when I came out a bit before sunset, so before it was shutting up time, came running up to see if there was any food, which was really pleasing. So I got half a slice of bread and chucked out some bread for her, gave the rest to Ida. Lunchtime just now I went out and she came running up, so she's well and I can't hear her at all now. But I can't. The cockerel this morning was still subdued. He didn't come out of the coop, and I can't find him in the garden. I'll have another look when we get home. But the problem is if he's crawled under the low-lying evergreen, it's really difficult to see him. So I'll have another look out there when we get home. So yeah, I took the poultice off this morning. She smelled like chicken curry, because the poultice had it was turmeric, a little bit of onion, a bit of garlic, coconut oil, and some ginger.
Sort of a vindaloo. Really.
Vindaloo, chicken vindaloo, and ginger. I think. Trying to remember now. So yeah, she did smell a bit like curry this morning when I took that off. But when I was putting it on, Mark was holding her, I was putting it on, I noticed that it's improved from when I last saw it, the small swelling. So I'm hopeful that her being out and about in the garden, or that it's just been self-limiting and it's going away. But my plan is later today is to cover myself, because I've got a newish dress on, cover myself with my old rain cape and give her a wash her leg, and then put magnesium oil on, because I think she's probably limping because it hurts rather than, yeah. So the magnesium oil is analgesic, so I'm going to put a bit of that on. So that's the plan for today, later today. What have I bought? I've been buying paint samples. We want to get Duncan to paint our bedroom. It's not been painted for 14 years. Mark thinks that's okay. And we had a discussion a few days ago, and I said, well, I'd like, because Duncan has done some painting for Joe, and I went, oh, that would be nice, get Duncan to do our bedroom. What colour would you like? I said to Mark, and he went, pale yellow. So we're not having it pale yellow. I quite fancied something a bit opulent, a bit luxurious, a bit rich.
Dark mauve.
It's not dark mauve, it's aubergine. So I've got several aubergine. I think one of them's called Lit de Vin. Colours, testers to put on the wall in the bedroom to test and see. But basically it will look nice. We don't spend a lot of time in there, and most of the time that we're in there, our eyes are closed. Because he said it would be too dark, and I went, great. That's where we sleep.
The ceiling is wood, dark wood, unpainted. Yeah, I suppose I feel different about the walls if the ceiling was white, but it isn't.
But he said, do you want the ceiling painted? And we said no.
Well, yeah, just not.
I don't really want that ceiling painted. That just seems a waste of time to me. So the dog's been barking a lot this morning, and it's going to be like that for the next... It's been like that for a week, and it's going to be like that for the next week, because our Parisian neighbour is there and making noises in her house, and there's stuff going on, and I think that he doesn't give a shit. So it's just been barking and barking and barking. I don't know what we're going to do about that. We're going to have to work out what to do about that, because a decibel meter will not... I won't be able to... It's like I could go and record anything and send it to the judge. I don't know how you can prove this is what I'm hearing. And because it's so difficult to catch it on recording, you'd have to have the decibel thing running all the time. But it's more about the duration than the decibels. Anyway, another week and then our neighbour will have gone home, and the hamlet will settle back into more how it is most of the time. It's a bit of a shock walking around Bricorama is where we were today in Chauvigny. We normally do this sort of stuff in the week. We don't come out on a Saturday afternoon. It was really busy. All those people doing their do-it-yourself stuff. It was quite funny, really. All the people that are working when we're in there in the week. So the video stopped then, and I noticed that a couple of times when I was recording, I think it might have been yesterday or the day before, down in the garden with the chickens, it says you've run out of storage, and I'm trying to work that out. I can't understand why I am, because I delete a lot of stuff off the phone. I don't keep all of my vlogs. Once they're uploaded, I delete them. I've just transferred stuff over to the SIM from the internal storage, but it doesn't look like I've got lots. I can't access what's in the internal storage. But when I load up on iMovie, there's loads of stuff that comes up, but it's not in my gallery, and it doesn't show up in my internal storage. So anyway, I don't know what that's about. So it stopped. So it was a bit abrupt. Mark went down. I went down. Mark went down. We couldn't see him. I've gone down again to check, and I've taken the phone down and I've put it upside down on my tripod and hung it under that low-lying evergreen bush, and he's under there. He's at the back of it, so where I am standing with the phone, he's at the back on the right-hand side. He's had 20 days at least, if not more. I haven't counted recently. So he's had a long stretch of not being well. Has got really low. We've done what we can so far. But I just think he's really tired. He's got food. They've got a thing that they can peck on. I've put stuff in the water. I wormed him again, didn't I, a second time, which was a bit sooner. That might have made him feel ill. And I haven't, because he is so hidden, because I can't get close to him, I can't hear him, so I don't know how he's sounding. What I can tell you is that twice Mrs. Brahma's come running up towards me thinking I've got food as I've come out the door. And she's very well. So she's gone from death's door to very well and back to normal. I don't know what's wrong with him. I'm just going to show you my paint samples. I'm not going to do that yet though. Make sure I press the right button. Nope, that's the wrong button. That's the right button, the pause button. So there's 2 aubergines. I think my preference is the top one. But I couldn't, they're the Dulex Valentine are the ones that you have, that you get mixed. So I couldn't get a sample for those. So I got, sorry, prune. I got fig. And I got Lee Divin. That's a bit pinky. Anyway, I'm going to go and paint them. I might change my clothes. It might be a good idea to change my clothes. And I'm going to go and paint the samples on the wall and see how they look. That's it, it's finished. It turned off again. So I'm going to quickly say goodbye, thank you for watching, and go up and paint the wall. And see you again next time. Bye.